conflict can actually be beneficial for your relationship. Let's go ahead and play this clip. What the hell is going on here, man?
Look at Jesus.
Nah, something going wrong here, man. Let me cue him up again.
Hey JR, while you doing that, I don't know why the chat being so disrespectful with these likes right now, man. We got 155 people in here, 82 likes, man. Hit the like button, fam. What's wrong with you, man?
Hit the like button, man. It's simple, man. Hit the like button. Let me see where we are.
Relationships that anyone will ever have is going to be with someone that they've conflicted with. I've heard it illustrated as like when you break metal, when you weld that back, the weld is actually stronger than the metal itself. And I think that's sometimes a beautiful picture of what happens with relationships, of the people that I've been to war with, the people that I've experienced conflict with. Like, those are the people that I trust the most. And so when someone tells me like, oh, we've been married 23 years, we've never fought, I never put that in the positive category. I'm like, man, that sounds really surface level. Like, do you guys know each other? Like, because if you're doing life on life with somebody, it's messy. You know what I mean? And so any two people that go deep and have a real relationship are going to experience conflict. And so it's an opportunity. I mean, conflict is an opportunity to deepen that relationship. The healthiest relationships that anyone will ever have is going to be with someone that they've conflicted with. I've heard it illustrated as like when you break metal, when you weld that back, the weld is actually stronger than the metal itself. And I think that's sometimes a beautiful picture of what happens with relationships, of the people that I've been to war with, the people that I've experienced conflict with. Like, those are the people that I trust the most. And so when someone tells me like, oh, we've been married 23 years, we've never fought, I never put that in the positive category. I'm like, man, that sounds really surface level. Like, do you guys know each other? Like, because if you're doing life on life with somebody, it's messy. You know what I mean? And so any two people that go deep and have a real relationship are going to experience conflict. And so it's an opportunity. I mean, conflict is an opportunity to deepen that relationship.
All right. Can conflict actually be beneficial for your relationship? Go ahead, Shreya.
I'll say it definitely can be, right? You'll definitely have a better understanding of each other, right? Once you have some disagreements, you see how they are with conflict resolution. And a lot of times that's when you're the most truthful, right? So you'll really get to know a person, and you'll be able to gauge how much a person actually respects you, depending on how far they take it. And you'll overall just have a much better understanding of each other, in most cases, right? There are some situations where, that conflict is going to result in a breakup, right? Most of us have had that type of situation. And some people you don't want to mess with them no more after that. Like, okay, this is not where it's at. So I could say that's true for the most part, because, if you don't have any conflicts, like he was saying, I mean, that's unrealistic, because you're going to have different ideas. And if you never, ever have some type of conflict, then you start to wonder, like, damn, is this person even being truthful, or are they afraid to speak their mind? And, that means they don't even trust how I'm going to react to it if they're not being truthful. So I would say he's right on that.
All right, go ahead, James.
Appreciate it. So honestly, I think I agree. You have to be able to challenge points. That's another way to build trust in your relationship. They always say iron sharpens iron. So you want your spouse to be sharp as just like you. So when y'all going through that conflict, y'all kind of building with one another, and it's in a respectful way. It's not no disrespectful way and stuff, because a lot of people take that conflict as being disrespectful, rather than, hey, y'all just disagreeing on this topic and y'all trying to meet and trying to flush a lot of the things out. And a lot of times y'all most likely will come to the same agreement if y'all do flush it out. And you always want your spouse to be on that same level, or even greater if you could possibly can, so they can always be a team player and help you out. So I agree.
All right. Go ahead, Professor.
Well, I agree to an extent that there needs to be, because you're never going to agree with anybody. You shouldn't be with somebody that agrees with you 100% of the time. I wouldn't trust her. I wouldn't eat none of her cooking. She couldn't make me nothing to drink. Be honest with you, but at the same time, um, you know, there's a difference between having conflict and dealing with somebody that's toxic. And sometimes there's a gray area there. And I think because sometimes the conflict, you have to see a person in all four seasons before you can understand if you can deal with them or not, and if they can deal with you. And a lot of times we never get to that stormy season to address that issue, to address those issues, or even to see those issues. That's been masked because people show you their representative before, and they can show you that for a whole year before you actually see the real them. And sometimes you don't even need to be having conflict with that person. You can just be observing them having conflict. Now, I've personally been through a few situations where women have had conflict in their lives, and it derailed whatever we were trying to build in this life together. So I'll deal with a conflict here and there if we're trying to resolve it. But at the same time, if it's toxic or if she's a perpetual shit tester, like she likes to just shit test you all the time, just to test your boundaries, and she consistently testing your boundaries, then that's a dangerous situation. And I have to kick her to the curb.
All right. Go ahead, Hank. Let me go to Rilla.
Man, I think it depends on the conflict, and it for sure definitely depends on the woman, because we've seen some women that you get into a conflict with, you think you have it resolved and moved on past, and every argument she brings that bullshit up and throw it in your goddamn face. So now I gotta fight an old argument with this new goddamn argument. Bullshit. But you got individuals like that. So, like I said, it depends on the conflict. Most conflicts you should be able to get through with your wife. Probably the only one I ain't gonna never be able to get past is cheating. That's one conflict. It's no comeback from that. We wasting our goddamn time. We just need to go our separate ways. So, but yeah, I believe that. You can definitely benefit from some conflict. Because like I said, it can galvanize the relationship in a positive way. So yeah, I agree with that.
All right, go ahead, Rilla.
Man,